Common errors in English. I've really wanted to speak about common errors in English for quite some time now. And finally, since I started talking about reinforced learning with human feedback, RLHF, I really thought, why not? This is the right time to speak because people from various subject areas, I think in my last video, I have spoken about in which areas there is an opportunity for you to work along with AI. The another factor which we would have to consider is upgrading ourselves, upgrading our language. As non-native speakers of English, we would have to understand the common errors that exist in English. And I thought, like, specific to the current generation who are so tech savvy and know a lot, okay, there is a kind of problem or an issue they might face because their language is entirely different from the language which I learned or knew years ago. Okay, so Generation Z or the millennials or the alpha, they have an entirely different language, and it's something that we really talk about. It's quite surprising to see like how this particular generation has really impacted the world, probably because of the extensive social media where they are so powerful that there's no more the kind of English or no more demand of the language as we know. They have a different lingo altogether, and they are making a difference, and the lingo they use is really impacting us, and probably we are making an effort to understand their lingo so we grow. Right? Having said that, I'd like to go back to common errors because when we are stepping into the reinforced learning with human feedback, that is, if you're going to work with AI, this is essential. Okay, if we would have to speak about or look into the kind of examples Generation Z uses or Generation Alpha uses, if you open their chat and you look at it, instead of I don't know what you're talking about, ha ha ha, they would have mentioned IDK, WATU, talk in, okay, no ing there, talk in, BOUT, and LOL. So this is what they're going to write, and probably we have already learned their lingo and we're trying to understand that. The next common error is spelling mistakes. And if we would have to look into why do we have spelling mistakes, I think when we speak about languages and when we speak about the phonemic sounds of the languages, most of the old languages, the alphabet represents the sound. It is a phonemic language. However, English does not follow the same rule. We would have to learn how to use English language effectively and how spellings actually function in the English language. Let me give you some examples in terms of mistakes which I came across. So there is the spelling, let me spell it out, DEFINATELY. Definitely. Okay. And let's say RECIEVE, it's very common. And the next issue might be because of homophones. They are going to the park. They are going to the park. They are. THERE is used instead of they are. Okay, so this could be another issue which you might come across. Probably AI might generate it for you, or you'll have to watch out when you're writing. The next thing is grammar and real life feedback. Okay, so you might want to write she doesn't want to come. However, you would, because of your spoken language, you might write she don't want to come. She don't want to come, but you would have to actually write she doesn't want to come. The next one is actually my favorite because when I was a child and I was growing up and learning the language, I used to speak about myself and my friends. At that time, whenever I say I and my friends, I always got a response, put the donkey's name last. Now, who's the donkey? You're the donkey, so you would have to put your name last. Okay, let me give you an example. Me and my friend is going, okay? So you would have to adjust it like, my friend and I are going. My friend and I are going. That is the right manner. And because you are going together, it becomes plural. The subject is plural, not singular. So, how do you apply the feedback? Understand the error, recognize the error, and speak about the error. Giving feedback is not criticism, saying, how can you make such an error? Don't criticize. Feedback is supposed to help a learner learn, whether it is AI, whether it's a student, you would have to help your learners learn. That's very important. Errors aren't failures, they're just feedback waiting to happen. You can improve your English by embracing your mistakes and using it as a platform to learn and improve. In terms of phonetic challenges, learn the patterns and improve. And in terms of slang versus the formal writing, learn the context in which the language is used and use it in accordance. And when it comes to grammar struggles, what I would advise is reinforce learning. It's just not for the AI, it's for us as well. We would have to go back time and again and check on our grammar, check on our learning, and probably do a little more reading. If I've helped you with your overall learning today, do drop a note and tell me how it's made a difference. And in case you want an intensive kind of an information, do let me know that as well.